Welcome back to another Let's Play video, and today we're gonna start things off here on the Nero server with a project with the owner, with Nero. Let's go! So we are here now in the gaming district with Nero.
Hello.
Hello, hello! And yeah, we have planned a little project. Nero, you wanna do the honors and introduce
Yeah,
us?
sure.
Introduce us?
So, yeah, this is pretty much going to be our new mini games area, and Paul and myself have gone ahead and designed a mini game. Well, we're going to still need to build it, but this is going to be where or roundabouts where we're going to be doing the mini game, and a little bit about the mini game. It's going to be an accuracy target block type mini game, so you would have to take a bow and arrow and shoot a target block, and basically it's going to count your time or your score. We haven't actually decided just yet, but the area that we are walking through now is where the beginning of the mini game is going to start, and pretty much it's going to go around this area and then down underground into certain areas, and basically each section is going to be let me say that. Basically every section is going to be themed, and we're going to split up the themes, which is going to be really cool.
Yes, exactly. Alright, then let's get started.
Awesome.
In the meanwhile, we were already tagged, which I have shown in the last video. And yeah, the tag game is quite straightforward. And yeah, so we have to tag now another player, and we can't tag someone who's AFK, or who is not participating in the game, or who just tagged us. So there's a small, these are the small rules. But now I'm also officially signed up. And of course I wanted to get rid of the tag as fast as possible as well. So I decided to get some invisibility potions. I thought it would be my best bet to sneak up on someone and yeah, tag that person without the person noticing that I'm around. This is especially true if there are a lot of people around on the server. Then of course nobody knows exactly who I'm after, and also after a while I think the players, when I'm online, forget that I'm actually the one tagging. So yeah, I was hoping for that effect. Here you can see me sneaking up invisibly on Moritz. I knew he was AFK at that point of time, but I wanted to check his location, and he was AFK, so I could not tag him. But I wanted to know his location so that if he becomes online again, that I have some advantage, at least that I know where he is. Then I also in the chat asked him a few questions, so I was hoping that when he comes back that he's first checking the chat to then I know first of all that he's online again, but also that just takes him some time, you know, to answer the chat and maybe consider the chat, whatever. I was hoping to get also here a little bit of an advantage. But let's have a look at his base while maybe he comes online again. Isn't that a beautiful storage system? That looks amazing. What kind of system is he using actually? Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. Water streams. Okay. So it's probably one item per slice. I also like that he put everything in gold. I think he has a gold farm. Looks actually quite nice, I must say. Really, really good. Let's have a look around even further. So I have one more potion of invisibility. So if this one turns off, yeah, then I'm kinda lost. But it's at least worth a try. Okay, some statues here. Ah, okay, this is where he has all his traits. Really nice, really nice. And he can close off for some extra safety. Really cool. So while I was exploring his base, he actually came online again. But yeah, with his elytra he flew off quite quickly, and I tried to involve him into a chat so that he maybe stops for a while, so that I actually have a chance to attack him. Because I still at that point of time think he did not see me, still I was invisible. But yeah, like in a bee's nest, he is flying in and out, and I actually couldn't take him. I gave it one more try. After I lost the invisibility, I went away, and I immediately waited on the other side of the portal, because I know curiosity kills the cat. But then again, he was too fast. So, it was a good try though. Good try. Is Zach actually playing the tech game?
Yes, he is.
Okay, then he got lucky.
You can tag him in the portal.
And push him out, and then I can tag him. Yeah, I can't right click him. Do I have to right click him or just throw it to him?
You gotta like hit him like
I'm a left click.
It wasn't.
Yeah, left click.
Ah, I didn't know. Ah, now I learned something.
I was trying to throw it the first time.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was close.
So, someone might be the public experience farm. Let's hope. I push forward.
I'm coming for you. Oh.
First section of our mini game is done. I also would like to share on what I did. So the player is coming around in a minecart here, and is then put on this flickering rail, which slows the player down, and he will slowly then go like this. And here we have some moving targets. Also the button is a little bit of a secret target. And you can hear some noise when like something is hit correctly. Here's also another hidden one. Here we have a different type of target, which is a minecart which needs to be hit. Okay, so then you hit the minecart. And you also get some points. So we have a point system. Depending on the difficulty, you get 1, 2 or 3 points. And you can hear that as well by the notebook sounds. So here we have a little bit of distraction with water. Here a little bit of distraction with lava. And also some of the targets then close up for a certain amount of time, so that they cannot be spammed. Then the track goes around here, with a short time to these targets, and then goes back, like so. All the way back where it came from. And then it's taking a different route here to the next section. Here we also have the redstone area. So there's a target block which moves by the piston back and forth. And this is done by a simple clock here. So torch powering around and turning itself off. And then it turns on again, like so. And if the person hits, then we have a signal here, which is making the notebook sound, as well as dropping an item into a water stream. So that is how we keep track of all the points the player earns. So we always drop an item per point into a water stream and then collect it centrally, and then can count it somehow. Here, for example, we have a system with a sticky piston, monostable circuit called. This is powered, and this is giving 2 pulses. So one for the repeater turning on, and one for the repeater turning off. And this gives then 2 dropper items and also 2 sounds. And if you hear this noise in the background, sometimes with the trident, I think Nero is working on his area. And then we have here 3-point system, where we have the same as before, except that we have 2 repeaters here on 4 ticks, which are observed, which is then connected here, giving 3 pulses and 3 pulses for the sound. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I would say. Except, of course, that we every now and then as well push up a block, for example. It's this system here. That when it's hit, we have like a... So when it's hit, we get a signal here. And then we have a small comparator fader clock. And this also then powers the pistons to go up, for example, if we don't want that the user is spamming a certain target. Last but not least is the minecart track. The minecart track is here on a set of hoppers. So if the minecart is destroyed, it will be sucked up. The items will flow down there. Whoop, and you saw it. Which we detect then here. So the item comes in here, and we dispense a new minecart. So the dropper puts the minecart here into the dispenser, and the dispenser puts it back on the track. But also, of course, we track the signal here, and node block and dropper, same principle, to notify that person actually made a point. Alright, let me maybe also show this up here. But this is then also the last part of the redstone area. And then I can move on with the next section. So here we just have, as you can see, 2 observers facing into each other. And then a repeater on 3 ticks. And this is then for these water, this interrupted water flow. And here we, for the lava, we have just a big clock, giving these lava blades coming down. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. Up to the next section. So the next section, the player comes around here and comes into this area, and then also goes slowly over here. So we have a target here, for example. Very same principle as before. Some are a little bit more hidden, also give a little bit more points. Some are more obvious. Like so. And here we have like a split forest. A little bit of the crimson, a little bit of the warped stuff. Also here I used basalt actually as a stem, for example, as a detail here for this type of tree. And yeah, I had to carpet up also as well this area here, as you can see that no mobs are spawning. And also did a little bit of framing here around. Quite simple. So let's see how it works in reality. So the challenge is a little bit spiced up now with lights turning off and on. Of course, it's a little bit dependent on the gamma settings of the player, but yeah, that's at least the plan, to irritate the player a little bit, to make it a little bit of a challenge as well to hit the targets. So I would also like to show you how this flickering works. shortly. So this is the back entrance here of the redstone area. And yeah, essentially how it works is that we have a lot of redstone lamps here and there, and we have carpet on top. So that's why you maybe, or maybe it was a little bit hard to spot in the forest itself. And they are hooked up all here with repeaters to a clock. So this is an etho hopper clock with about 10 items or so. And this is toggling the light on and off. And also maybe something I haven't shown before is to make this minecart track that is slowed down. You also have to have 2 observers facing into each other, which is the clock. And then the rail turns off and on very quickly. And this way you are going with the minecart very slowly. And here you see the carpets. Very good, very good. Let's also have a look at what is Mr. Nero doing. Okay. Wow. Here we can also sneak peek on the area Nero is working on. And it got a lot bigger than I expected. Gonna be exciting. So that's gonna be the startup shooting area, training area. And then the players coming up here. And I was thinking of what to do up here. And yeah, maybe so far high up here it would make sense to have like a WatchTower, for example, built. First of all, I think archers could be sitting in there, but also I can use from the block palette, I can use some of the bricks as well, so that the build I'm gonna do is matching up a little bit also with what is happening down there. So yeah, my idea is to build now a small watchtower here. And then we still have to do something about this area where the player is coming up. But I would start with the watchtower. In my imagination is how watchtowers are working is that you have a big base, then like a big base, then a thin part going up, and then again a bigger base where the people who are on watch are actually watching. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do now here, to build something like that. Not too big, it's just that we also have something up here. So here we see the first version. It still needs a lot of detail. So this is like a 10 block high 3x3 base of the tower, and then someone can go up here. And it's having a little roof and a shootout. Of course, I reused the stone bricks, the oak and the spruce to see what we don't have, to mimic what we don't have down here there. But of course, I also had to use the new blackstone. I just like the new blocks too much. So yeah, that's now where we are at the moment. So still, now we need to make the foundation bigger, and also we need to detail out this area as well as here these areas to also make it look a bit nicer. Another update. I switched out here the bricks with cobblestone because I felt like the bricks next to the other bricks doesn't look too good actually. And I ended a fundament, like a basis here, with some cracked stone bricks down here. And here I also added some of these trapdoors as well, to make the transitions a little bit smoother, as well as some trapdoors here. And I replaced some of the black stone up there with a little bit more wood. Otherwise this was looking a little bit too dark, I think, here. But I think now it's a nice touch. We have here then the black structural part, and yeah, let me know what you think. And now I can start with the bases down there. The basic starter house now is done as well. Of course, these stairs up there need to be still done, and oh yes, he's worried because I got tagged again. Anyhow, so if we are up here, I couldn't resist again to use some of the blackstone. Simple house with some terracotta here on the sides. Here we will have some more bows and arrows so that the player is then equipped. And yeah, so here's the starting location now. And then the person can press a button. And when the button is then off, then the new minecart is also put in place here. Let's see if that works. Of course it doesn't. That's the so-called camera effect. So I fixed this now. I added another powered rail. And then the player is pushed up here this ramp. And while he's doing that, he can try to aim at these targets. I tried it already a few times. It's actually quite difficult with the change in height and constant movement. So we have the middle targets are both 2 points. The one in the back 3 points, and the one here in the front is 1 point. But actually it turns out it's a very difficult one. Yeah, and once he's done with that, he comes up here and goes here through the archery watchtower, and then comes down here, around, and then we're going for the jump. Pretty good, pretty good. And we are also getting close to the end of the episode, so it's award time. And this week's award goes to Malinka Co. Malinka Co wrote that, yeah, I could also use some of the other terracotta blocks in my build to make it look a little bit more interesting. And I think that was a good suggestion. And yeah, that's what I did. This is as it was before. This is with orange sprinkles. This is with gray terracotta. This is with brown terracotta. This is with regular terracotta. So I decided to stick with the gray terracotta. Would you have decided the same? So, congratulations Malinka Co. to the Sword Award. We'll have to postpone the grand opening for another time. But that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and bye bye.